Ah, what a glorious day to hunt for a brand new shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Go. Yes, that is correct. Dondozo has made its Pokemon Go debut, and not only that, its shiny variant is available. It is a huge fish, and so I have come out to the great open ocean in order to hunt for its shiny variant. Wait a minute. The sea seems a little angrier today, my friends. What is that? Is this Dondozo? Uh-oh. Seems to be getting a little closer. A lot bigger than Dondozo. Oh, okay. Okay, I guess that's what we're doing. All right, let's just raise the level cap. I lost my easel in the move. But it's okay because this will work, and I also lost the rest of my dry erase markers, but I luckily found one, so we're good to go. Cruise news continues. There's no time for that because Pokemon Go just dropped the biggest news they've announced in years. They are increasing the Pokemon Trainer level cap from level 50 to level 80. Out of nowhere, I might add. Can you believe that? It has been 5 years since the last level cap from 40 to 50, and they just went straight to 80. Not 60, not 70, just 80. That was very odd to me. It's an odd number to jump to. Well, technically it's an even number. But just skipping 60 and 70, it makes me feel like they were supposed to do that within the years that we've been waiting for an increase. And there was just like someone who was supposed to flick a switch for a shiny to turn on during an event in 2023. They were also supposed to flick on level 60 or something, and they just were too scared to tell anyone. Like the boss walked in and was like, hey, has there been any feedback for the level 70 that the trainers have been enjoying? And the guys at the computers are just like, yeah, they love it. They can't wait for 80. Whatever, I like it because I like having progression in video games to go for, and once you get to the max level, you're kind of like, now what? So I'm enjoying that we've got 30 extra levels to go for if you're not already level 50. So I'm gonna go over all the details that have been released about this level increase from 50 to 80, and I'm also gonna go over the top 5 ways for you to get experience and how to prepare for Judgment Day, which is October 15th, 2025. That is when the level increase happens. So, for starters, the overall leveling curve from levels 1 to 80 is going to be rebalanced so players can earn levels easier than they were before. So like, you won't be stuck on level 48 for a year, most likely, like myself, if I'm understanding that correctly. So the original level cap increase was from level 40 to 50 in 2020, and with that original increase, they introduced level up tasks to get from level 41 to 50. Fun tasks, you know, like beating 50 Team Go Rocket leaders. I remember that one was good. I think it was 50. Stuff like that. According to the knowledge here, those tasks from level 41 to 50 are going to be removed. Now, there's a contradiction later on about that, but as far as we know, you're just gonna have to worry about XP as far as that goes. As far. So that's great news if you've been stuck in the levels 40 to 50 range because of the level up tasks. Like, I know there was other fun ones like getting 25 or even 50 lucky trades, which requires someone else and patience. So if you were on that you don't have to worry about anymore. To my knowledge, does that mean that level up tasks have been removed completely? No, it sounds like they're being repurposed as brand new level up tasks from levels 71 to 80. Now, the contradiction here is that in the same exact blog post that they say they're going to be removing the level 41 to 50 level up tasks, they also say further down that the level 47 task is going to be adjusted. Normally, you would have to walk 25 km for 8 separate weeks, but now it's saying you're just gonna have to do that for 2. So I don't know if all the other ones are actually removed or just adjusted, or it's just a level 47 roadblock, and you know, that one shouldn't be too bad if it's only gonna be a 2-week period, because 8 weeks sucked. Once October 15th hits, the floodgates open, and based on all previously earned experience, players are going to jump automatically to whatever corresponding level they should be at, aside from 71 to 80. Or levels 47 to 48, apparently. So, XP is going to be extremely important to getting to level 80. I mean, that's a given, right? So, if you're like me, and you're really neurotic and have a lot of anxiety, you're probably internally thinking, gosh, I'm not even level 50 yet, and they're already going to level 80? I'm not gonna have enough XP for that for 10 years. Don't worry, you are not behind. No player is going to go down in level once this rebalance happens on October 15th. And plus, Pokemon Go is going to be doing a lot to prepare us for this by giving us a lot of XP events and a lot of extra XP through, I believe it's timed research. There's going to be, we'll get into that later, but Old Cruzy's going to help you out. Big Daddy Tom's going to give you the tips and tricks you need to get to level 50 and 80 ASAFP. Real quick though, before we get into the tricks and the tips of how to level up, they've introduced a couple other details that make level up progression fun. Starting at level 25, there's going to be level up progression rewards, which sounds awesome because the first thing they mention is storage capacity upgrades. So if they're going to be giving us that, then oh my gosh, I'm going to speed level up because I'm at 8,000 something and I have to clear out like 50 Pokemon a day. I don't know what it is. I've gone through age 1 through 1,000, cleared everything besides XXL, XXS, Gigantamax, Dynamax, Legendary, Event, Costume, all that stuff, and I only am left with like 50 space, so we're gonna have to clear a lot of storage. Or we just level up. So storage capacity for Pokemon, items, and gifts, which is awesome. After attending Pokemon Worlds, I wish I could have held on to more gifts so I could send out to my friends and my Patreons because those were cool gifts, and once you're at capacity, that's it. So that's awesome, but also, once you reach level 70, you'll have an increased chance of becoming lucky friends with people. That's awesome. Lord knows I love me some lucky trades because that's what got me my Shundo Lunatone. So the more increases of that, the more increases of Shundos, the more increases of happiness. So that's all gonna happen when the level increase happens on October 15th. But beforehand, you're gonna wanna try to get to level 50 if you care, because there's going to be special avatar poses, items, and commemorative medals if you have reached level 50 and 40 before the level increase happens. That's if you care about exclusive items or medals. And if you're a Pokemon Go player, you probably care about exclusive. That's almost literally all it is. So how do we prepare and get as much XP as possible before October 15th? I'm going to make another video going into deeper detail about how to get experience as soon as possible. So if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you know when that video goes up, because it's coming soon. So tip number 5, the first thing I would do if I were you, I would go follow LeakDuck on Twitter. If you don't use Twitter, just bookmark their website, leakduck.com. They are a fantastic source for all Pokemon Go news of events or things going on and what exactly is detailed in the events. I use them a lot, they're great. I personally think LeakDuck is gonna be the best tool to stay in the know of things other than subscribing to this channel. But here's an example of the mobile website. As you can see already, the first tab is Pen Pal, which is find and add global friends. That's going to be huge for tip number 1, the final tip, but we'll get there in a second. But everything you need to know, from raid bosses, egg hatches, events, promo codes, you're going to want to stay on top of the events and the spotlight hours that grant extra XP. So let's take a look. I'm going to click on the events tab here for August events. If I scroll down, you can see what events end next month or ends later. But if you scroll further down, hey, you get a Big Mac bundle. That's good. No, but if you can scroll a little bit more, it says right here, starts tomorrow, Lechonk Spotlight Hour. Okay, Spotlight Hour always happens on every Tuesday at 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. your local time. Click Lechonk Spotlight Hour. So the featured Pokemon's Lechonk, and the special bonus is going to be 2 times transfer candy. Okay, so that's not going to be an XP event. That's all well and good. We're going to just want to make sure we have the right Spotlight Hour for XP, whether it be evolving Pokemon or catching Pokemon. And the cool thing about this description is that leads us right into what Pokemon Go is doing to help us, which is the XP celebration that is happening right now. Since the announcement of level 80, they started an XP celebration event to prepare us for this release. So this event is happening as you are seeing this video until October 15th. Make sure you are lucky egging when you go grind, and we're going to get into that tip in a second. It's also going to be giving us a bonus 3,000 XP for raid bosses and Gigantamax or Dynamax raid bosses as well. And those McNuggets looking good. So the bonuses for this event are 2 times catch XP for nice, great, and excellent throws, which are huge for experience. That's another tip we're gonna get into, so this is kind of screwing up my groove. But that is huge. That's a little over a month of like double XP if you're out there grinding. So make sure you're using lucky eggs, by the way. For everything that I'm saying, lucky eggs, lucky eggs, lucky eggs. And the cool thing about this event is all bonuses stack with other event bonuses. It's gonna be XP out the wazoo. And the other cool thing about this event is there's gonna be exclusive timed research where they're going to grant you 7 million XP for trainers that are level 5 or above. 7 million's crazy. For me, whenever I've hardcore grinded, I've gotten like 1 million to 2 million XP of the day. And with that being 7 million, that's like a week off of doing it the way I play. We're not taking any days off. If you need lucky eggs, there's also gonna be a $10 situation, a box on the web store where it's gonna give you 15 lucky eggs and lure modules and incenses and all that, but I don't know. I don't know if that's worth it. I can't, my brain can't calculate that right now. But so tip number 5, well, okay, tip number 6, lucky egg everything. Tip number 5, get on LeakDuck. Make sure you're paying attention to the events, the spotlight hours, the double XP, and we are in one right now. So get to grinding. Tip number 4, try to focus on excellent throws for your catches. Trust me, I have a hard time with it. Unless it's a raid boss or a big like executor, I have a hard time getting excellent throws. I don't know what it is. My brain tells me to throw on excellent and it just doesn't happen. Either way, excellent throws are extremely clutch, especially on ×2 events or even ×3. Who knows what we're gonna get in the future leading up to this. But it's like 1,000 XP per catch, and if you get double that, even with a lucky egg, that's like 4,000. That's just like doing like a level 1 raid with 1 catch of a Pokemon. And yeah, seeing as how the XP celebration event is saying that the XP bonuses stack, if we get a spotlight hour with that, it's gonna be, oh my god, it's gonna be XP. Did I already say this? Out the wazoo? What even is a wazoo? And then tip number 4.5 is play more than you are playing right now. I'm not playing as much as I should be, and I should be out there grinding my keister off, because I don't think I'm going to be prepared for level 80. I'm kind of scared that when October 15th happens, I'm going from level 50 to 51. So there's that. Tip number 3, do as many max battles or legendary raids as you can. Gigantamax raids are what I recommend because they offer you 25,000 XP, and there's going to be a plus 3,000 bonus leading up to October 15th. And there's also an ability to pay 200 coins to get plus 25,000 XP there. Now, I've never done that, so I'm kind of just pulling this out of thin air right now. This is why I'm going to do a deeper dive video later. But I think that plus 25,000 XP will also be affected by a lucky egg. So if you're doing this, I would imagine 25 times 2 would be 50,000 plus that. Maybe that's 100,000. That don't sound right. That don't sound right. Maybe it's 75,000. I'll figure this out. I'll do a deeper dive video. We'll figure that out. But I mean, like, hey, that's like, even without a lucky egg, that's like 50,000 XP right there. So 1,000,000 XP divided by 50,000 XP equals 20. So that means you would just need to do 20 of those to get to 1,000,000 XP, which is a lot of money. It definitely is costly, but that is the method. So XP tip number 2 would be to mass evolve Pokemon during a spotlight hour where it grants 2 times XP. So you would want to save up a bunch of smaller, easy to level up Pokemon like Pidgeys or Weedles or whatever's common that just doesn't take a lot of candies to evolve. Save them all up, follow Leak Duck, or follow when the spotlight hour is going to be for a 2 times XP evolution, and just go ham. You should be able to get like 120 to 200,000 XP within 30 minutes of doing that. And the final tip to get XP as soon as possible is the best way to get XP as soon as possible, and that is to get best friend status with a friend in Pokemon Go. If you're using a lucky egg, getting best friend status grants you 200,000 XP. So if you start getting friends right now, new friends in addition to the friends you already have, right now, and you build up the friendship. With a lucky egg, you can get 50,000 XP for great friends, you can get 100,000 XP for ultra friends, and as I said, best friends is 200,000 XP. So if you stack that all with a bunch of people, you would just need to get 5 best friends to get 1,000,000 XP with 1 lucky egg. So if you're doing 10, that makes it 2,000,000 XP, and so on. So I don't know if this is going to help. I know Leak Duck has a lot of resources on how to make friends globally, as we saw with the Pen Pal thing. But if you guys are looking to add some new friends, you can post your friend code in the comments of this video, and anyone who's watching and sees a friend code knows that that person is trying to be friends to open daily to get to best friends as soon as possible. So if you add people in there, make sure that you're, opening and being active with the gifts, because you want to get to that level as soon as possible. And if you'd like to be friends with me, I do have a Patreon if you would like to support the channel and also do that. The link will be in the description of this video if you want to join that. So that is going to do it for today's video. It is 4:30 here. This is how long it takes me to get videos out. The news came out this morning, but I did that whole driving to the beach skit. It wasn't worth it. Here's my plan. I want to get to level 80. I have not been a hardcore XP grinder, but I want to change that. So during this next month plus, I'm going to be trying to get as much XP as possible. So if you're new here and you want to see that journey, hit that subscribe button as well. I did a post on Twitter asking to see what everyone's XP was, because I want to see what we can get and achieve in this month here. And a lot of you guys have crazy XP. Like, look at this. He's at 1.6 billion. Like, it makes me not want to show mine. Trainer Rem right there. Yo, we're at 22 million. That's like in my range. Bionox is at 566 million. So threshold seems to be around 117 million to like a billion. Look at this. My XP is 238 million. I started on the day Pokemon Go came out. That's how not grindy I am when it comes to XP. I don't look at this. All these guys around me, I should be catching them right now. In fact, let's do that. Let's see the XP in effect here. I should be lucky egging this. Hit that excellent. How was it not excellent? Don't catch this. This is why I don't have high XP. Oh, didn't get caught. Okay, stay still. Excellent throw. There we go. Excellent. Phew. Get caught. No, please. Excellent throw. Okay, we got another one. Executors are spawning during this event. That's a great. That wasn't even excellent. That was a great. It's going to get caught. This is it. Like, why don't you critical catch it? There it is. Caught it on the great. So there goes my excellent that I hit 2 times in a row. And we got 440 XP, which is, ooh, this one's a big boy. Maybe I can find a showcase with that. IVs. Not bad. Okay, let's try this Shelter here. Use my Pokeballs. Yeah, so see, this is going to be a harder one for me to get. Ah! Aye, but we nailed it. 2, 3. Shelter was caught, and 2,340 XP. If I had a lucky egg, that should be 4,600 right there. That is great. That's like if I caught 23 Pokemon around me right now. Anyways, let me know in the comments what your XP is, what you're most excited about, and your friend code. If you want to add new friends, go ahead and do that. I gotta get working on this video. So with that said, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, be safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later, y'all.